Fast. Okay, you guys, welcome to our team call. I'm so glad that you guys hopped on. I'm excited to do a Zoom call today because sometimes it's not fun sitting here talking to myself and feeling like I can't see any other faces than my own. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about, well, first I want to talk about this month. And I know it's been super hard, and we have 11 days left in this month. And so I just want you guys to give it everything you've got. Like, I promise you guys, you can all find 3 people in the next 11 days. You just have to push. And I promise, like, these next 3 months are going to be hard. And people are busy, and people have things going on. But if you push through and make sure you help at least 3 people every month for the next 3 months, you will always have people to help in your challenge groups that also, like, you're going to build up so much momentum that when you get to January, it's finally going to break through and you're going to have tons and tons of people to help. So you might not be seeing, like, all of the work you're doing come to fruition right now, but it will, I promise. Like, you've just got to keep going, and you can't, this is not the time to, like, sit back and go, I'm just going to get through these next few months, hang out with my family for the holidays, and really get back to my business in January, because you'll have missed the boat on building the momentum. And I guarantee you, like, if you're not out inviting, if you're not out promoting, like, Core to Force and gonna buy Core to Force and start doing the things to really launch this new program that's really gonna help your business take off, there's a million other coaches out there who are. So you gotta be on top of it. You gotta be ready to launch this. You gotta be ready to push for the next few months. It's hard. You got to just make it happen. You might have to miss a little bit of sleep and not watch TV and do the things that you got to do, but it'll be so worth it if you do that. Okay, so, and then in our team page, so I have been really thinking a lot lately about how being grateful for what you have and really focusing on what you're grateful for just changes your whole day. And so for the last probably like month, I've been waking up, and the first thing I do is I write down things that I'm grateful for. And I think about all the things that I'm grateful for, because sometimes when you're struggling with things, you're struggling in life, you're having a hard time, and that's all that it kind of consumes you, and you're just looking at all the things that are hard, then it just seems like you bring more of that on to yourself, you know. And so if you, the second you wake up and you just think about, in my personal development this morning, the girl I'm listening to, what is it? It's how to, what is it called? Now it's gonna drive me crazy. I gotta tell you what it is. Something about Mean Girl. Okay. Mastering Your Mean Girl. And she was just talking about how everything in her life changed the second that she says she wakes up in the morning and she rolls over to her husband, and every morning she's like, okay, what's your 3 that you're grateful for? And they both talk about the first 3 things that come to their mind that they're grateful for. Then she gets up and she said throughout the day she has alarms go off that help her get back to what she's grateful for and helps her think of more things she's grateful for. And she keeps a gratitude journal. And I do this with my kids, and think, like, during November, like, we always do gratitude journals. But I'm like, why not just do it every single day, you know, and just really focus on, it's amazing how it expands when you have to think of more and more and more things that you're grateful for, and it moves outside of just, like, the main everyday things that you're grateful for. So I am going to start posting every morning a post, and so you guys can, like, think of what you're grateful for, write it down, and go into our team page, because I just think if we lead our team with gratitude, our whole team, everything will change. So We're going to start doing that every day. And then, okay, the team call, you guys. Today, I wanted to expand on the National Wake Up Call this week. And I don't know if you guys listened to it, but if you didn't, you should. It was really good, and it was all about vision. And like we always talk a lot about like the why power, our why it's so important, why we decided to be coaches. But a lot of times we don't get really like clear on our vision and what we want to have happen in our life and what we want to have happen for our families, for our team, for like every aspect. Like, what do you want people to remember you by? What do you like when you reach these certain goals? What's going to be different for you? What are you going to be able to do when you get to do these things? And like I think about things all the time, but it's so powerful to like put it to paper. So this is another thing, like on top of the gratitude journal, that I think would be so great to do is have a vision notebook. And just start, like, as things come to your mind, because I always have things like come to my mind and I'm like, that would be so great, you know? But then I never write it down. I never really put it towards my vision board or anything like that. And it just kind of goes away. So like one thing, my husband has a girl that he works with, and her husband's a doctor. She is an x-ray tech, and they just make tons and tons of money, and they have no kids. And so every year they go on like a 2-month vacation together, and they travel like to tons of different countries, and they bring gifts to like all of these people who don't have money. And I'm like, that, like when he's telling me the story, he's like, it's so cool. Like they go here, they bring all of these gifts to like different villages, they go on hikes, they see all of these things that they've never gotten to see, and they just can like leave life behind for 2 months and go focus on bringing joy and love to other people. And I'm like, that would be amazing. And I think it would be so amazing to be able to bring your kids and have them feel what it's like to do this for other people. And so that is something that went on my vision board with like, what could I have, like a dollar amount of money that I like think would be amazing to get to, that like we could live beyond paycheck to paycheck. We could actually go on vacations and do fun things with our family and make memories, but also like, what could you do if you did these things, you know? Like, you could go travel like that, and you could go bless other people's lives beyond just your families. And so, so I want you guys to really try to get clear on your vision. And these are a few of the questions that she asked. Like, what legacy do you want to leave behind? Like, what do you want people to remember you by, you know, when you're gone from this earth? And I think about before I became a Beachbody coach, and I didn't really, I mean, you don't really think of that kind of stuff. Like, you don't think you're that powerful to leave an impact in this world, but you are. And so it's so important to think about like what you want to create. And when you're gone, like, people will remember you by that. What do you want for you and your family? Like, what, a big one for us is we want a house. You know, we want, I want like land that my kids can play on, and I want to be able to like live freely and make memories and do all of these amazing things, but get clear on like specifics. Like, I have a friend that has a vision board, and last year she's a Beachbody coach, and last year she put on her vision board a picture of a family like walking on the beach, and she put under it, I will take my family to Hawaii in 2016, and I will pay for the entire trip with my Beachbody income. And just super clear, like she had everything that they were gonna do there, all on her vision board. Well, so every day when she would get up, then she would be able to see like exactly what she's shooting for. And 2 days ago, she was able to hop on a plane with her family of 7 and paid for the entire trip with her Beachbody money. And so it's just so important to be totally clear on your vision of what you are going for. Not just travel and, you know, be able to buy groceries or whatever. Like, be specific, have specific goals of like where and what you want to do with your family. I'm gonna see if I can. Hi, Lisa. I'm gonna see if I can. Lisa, can you mute yourself? I was trying to see if I could, but I can't figure out how to do it. Okay. So, let's see, what do I really want to do with the time I have allowed myself? So if you're going for like time freedom, like not having to go to work every day, but being able to work your Beachbody business for like a couple hours and then having freedom to be with your family, like what would that look like for you? What would you do with that extra time instead of laying around watching TV, or you know what I mean? Like, have a specific thing. Like, do you want to volunteer in your community? What do you want to do? So I kind of already went over this. What will I be able to do that I can't do now if you reach some of your goals? When I look in the mirror, what will I see? So like, this is like, through this journey, you're working on yourself from the inside out. So I have changed a lot in the way I look at myself and the way I talk to myself and the way that I believe in myself, because I used to not believe in a lot of things that I could do. And so as you're doing this, like, what do you want to see when you look in the mirror? And, you know, what do you want to be able to tell yourself? What type of role do you want to play in your community? How will it feel when a coach of yours like calls you or messages you and says, oh my heck, I was able to pay off this huge loan because of my Beachbody business, or I was able to, me and my family went on this trip because now we can afford it, or we just bought our first house. You know, what will you do when you start having team members have amazing success? Like, how will that feel for you? And how will it feel when you help a challenger or 10 challengers start a program and finish it and have amazing results and have them come to you and tell you like all that has changed in their health and fitness just by jumping into your challenge group? So all of these things will help create your vision of not only what you want to have happen for you and your family and your goals, but also your team and what you want to have happen for your team and for your challengers and the people that you're helping in this business. Another big one is like, so once you have your vision and you know what you're going for, then you can kind of reverse engineer, like, what do you have to do to get there? And because a lot of times, like, we kind of have an idea of what we want to have happen, but it's not clear. We don't know exactly what we're going for. And if you don't know what you're going for, it's really hard to get there because you don't know what you need to do to get there if you don't know where you're going. So now that you have your vision, your goals, your income goals, your team goals, your family goals, and you know, like, you have it out there and you know exactly what you're going for, then you can say, okay, so to get there, like, I probably need to help like 10 people a month. You know, what would it do for me? What would it do for my business? What would it do for my income? What would it do for the people I'm wanting to help? If I found 10 people every single month to help on their health and fitness journey, it would, you know, boost my income to where I need it to be. It would do all the things to start getting me to where I need to be for my goals. And so you can kind of reverse engineer, like if you have humongous goals, then you probably need to help. It all turns into helping more people. You know, that's where it all stems from. The more people you help, the more money you make, the bigger your team grows, and the faster you can get to where you want to be with your vision. So, like I on the call, she was talking about how so many people come to her and they're like, so, you know, how come some people just like take off and have all of this, you know, all of this success, and then other people like just don't? And she said she was just thinking and thinking about it, and how come some people like go through really hard things like divorce and death and having to move and having to do, you know, or sickness or health problems or whatever it may be, but they just keep going. And then some people, it just makes them fall off. And she said she started reading the 10 times rule, and that's the book I've been reading too. And she said it just hit her, it's all about vision. If you don't have your vision out in front of you, it's not going to keep you here, and it's not going to keep you pushing even through the really hard times, because there's a lot of people who will be doing really, really good, and then they hit kind of a rough spot in their life, like marriage problems or financial problems or health problems or whatever it may be. And because they don't have their vision and they don't really know what they're shooting for, the easiest thing to do is just to walk away from their business. So that is a huge thing, to be able to stay here and keep going. And another thing, like me and Amy wanted to talk to you guys about today, is keeping it fun and exciting. Like keeping your business fun and exciting and doing things that you love that will just keep you wanting to do it no matter what, you know. And so Stephanie, she's a new coach on our team, and she is a great example of doing stuff she loves and bringing it into Beachbody and just making it work. So before she became a coach, she was running little groups on Facebook of kids, like families could sign up and their kids would go to her house, and she has cooking classes. And so they do like themed cooking classes, and it's like $20 a time they go to her house, and they go there, and she has like fun themed foods, and they bake together and they do all these fun things. And then like for Halloween, she does like spooky treats that they come and make. And then Christmas, like Santa comes, and it's just super cute. Well, she's been able to totally turn that into like a free group that she runs now. So she got like over 600 people in 2 days that want to join this free group that's just ideas like to do with your kids through the holidays, and ideas to do with your family through the holidays. And so it doesn't always have to be a free clean eating group. It could be anything you're passionate about. Like she's turning her passion into ways to build relationships and then invite people into her challenge groups, because she's built these relationships through her fun groups. And so clean eating groups are an awesome way to do it. But if you don't really love it, if you don't really love running free clean eating groups, think of other things that you love to do. So Amy, do you want to talk a little bit about what you're thinking you want to do?
I will attempt it if my son will allow me to talk without going crazy on me. So since moving, I've really been struggling getting back on track with food. And the containers just aren't working for me anymore. I don't know if I'm just burned on them or whatever, but I'm thinking of a couple different groups. One, doing a Whole30 group where we support each other for the full 30 days, and doing Whole30. Yes, that's Katie. And then the other ones, so where I teach group fitness, I've really been missing it, but I have so many different leg routines, ab routines, all of these different things. So I'm thinking I'm going to do some of those. And then the other one that I came up with, Katie, after I talked with you last night, because Katie and I were kind of going back and forth and talking about different options. And I think I'm going to do just an uplifting Christian woman group. Like, so it doesn't matter which Christian religion, but it will be kind of Christ-centered. Just uplifting quotes and motivation, and just a group of moms where it's not all of the negativity that Facebook is right now. And you can just go to this site and feel uplifted and just spiritual. And those are the type of groups that I like to do because they kind of run themselves. Like, you may put in 1 or 2 quotes a day, but everyone in the group runs the group. And it just is a great way to connect with people and start talking to people. So those are some of the ones that I think I'm gonna do this next month.
Okay, so that is kind of something I want to challenge you guys to do, is just really like look at your vision and write it out so clear, like that you can just see it. You can see your family wherever you're wanting to take them on vacation, or in the house you're wanting to buy, or you know what I mean? Just whatever it is, you want to see it like so clear. And then think about your business and think about what you're struggling. Like, are you keeping it super fun? Are you loving it? Because if you're not, switch it up. Think of some fun groups that you love to do. Like, if you love to do crafts, like I was thinking I love to do crafts. So I was even thinking, like, through the holidays, I might do like a week of holiday crafts and just have like a list, like, go get these supplies, and then every day go live in there and we'll make a craft together, you know? And so it doesn't have to be like anything to do with food or fitness or anything like that. It can be anything that you love. And I was telling Amy, like, one thing that I might do is I really struggle understanding the scriptures. And so I hate reading them because I don't understand them. And so I'm in this LDS women's group, and this girl one day, she posts and she's like, I know there's probably women out there like me who really struggle understanding the scriptures. And she posted this book. It comes for like Book of Mormon, Bible, Old Testament, New Testament. It comes in all of them. And she's like, I got this, and now like I can teach so much better. I finally am understanding what I'm reading. And so I commented, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you have no idea. Like, this is exactly what I've been looking for. So me and her have gotten to be really good friends. And I was just thinking, like, I want to attract more of me into our business, like more people who have the same values, the same hopes and dreams and stuff like that. So I might actually do a group for people who struggle understanding the scriptures, and get that book, and we can kind of go through it together, like read a chapter, talk about it live, you know? And so think outside the box. It doesn't have to be anything to do with health, fitness, anything like that. It's all, this business is all about relationships, and you want to attract people like you. So if you're doing groups of things that you love, then you're going to attract people who love doing those same things. So, and if you attract people like you and you just keep it fun, then you can get in conversations and ask them, like, hey, I also do this. Are you on the health and fitness journey too? You know, and you can get in those conversations, and you can invite them to your next challenge group. So that is pretty much what I want to talk about today, and just how important it is to like cast your vision. It's really hard, like, as a coach, like I see so much potential in everybody else, but it's like I can't make people have success, you know? And that's how you guys are. Like, it's the same with challenge groups. We see, like, we know the programs work, and we know all of this works, but we can't make someone open their fitness program and push play every day. We can't make someone learn the nutrition guide and actually stick to it and quit eating cookies, and you know what I mean? It's like you can't make someone do that, but you can help them vision what can happen if they do it. You can help them create a vision for what is possible if they stick to their program, or if it's a coach, if they, you know, create a vision for themselves, and if they hit Success Club, and if they help people every single month. Like, you can help create the vision of what is possible if they do that and if they stick to their goals. So, and a big part is just believing that you can do it. You guys can all be super successful in this business, and our challengers can all be super successful in their programs. It's just helping them believe that they have the time to put into it, helping them believe that, you know, helping everybody on our team believe that there are millions of people out there who need us. It's just all about being the one to go out and invite them to join us. So that is your little assignment this week, is to create your vision, make a vision board so that you can see it every day. You can go on and actually do, like, make one for your screen, home screen on your computer that you see every day, or you can just get like a big bulletin board thing and make it, cut out pictures and put it up. Whatever you want to do, but create something that you see every single day so you don't lose sight of what you're going for. Because, you know, once you lose sight of it, the excitement goes away, you forget what you're working so hard for, and it gets hard. It gets like, do I really want to keep doing this? And I keep hearing no, you know? But if you know what you're going for, and you know you have like a super clear vision, then the no's won't even get to you. You'll just keep pushing, you'll keep loving what you're doing, and you'll keep it exciting. So, do you guys have any questions before we hang up? Everyone good? Okay, I will download this recording, and I want to see you guys' vision boards, whether it be electronic pictures. I saw you can actually go on YouTube, and there is ones that you can make for like your home screen on your phone, like a screensaver, a little vision board. And there's one you can, like, to make a big one, you can make them on canva.com. And just find pictures of stuff and write out like what you want to accomplish and where you want to go with this, and put it where you can see it every day, and spend time going over it. Like, give yourself 10 minutes a day and vision it and see it and believe it, because it can happen. So, okay, you guys, have an amazing day. Thanks for hopping on with me.
Hey, Katie.
Yes?
I want to see your vision board. I need some ideas.
Okay. I can do that. I'm actually in the process of doing a new one, because I have one, like I have like a big window, and I wrapped like twine, and then I would put papers up there, and then when I'd hit certain goals, I wouldn't get bigger ones. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of outdated. So I am actually going to do like a digital one, and then also print out some of my like big ones that I'm going for in the next year. But
that sounds great.
I'll get mine done, and I will show you what I'm doing. So
Jana, do you have one? Did you make one yet?
No, it's all on paper.
Me too.
And words.
Me too.
But I do have like all my papers on my wall,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and a board. It's not necessarily pictures or anything, but it's all written. I guess what you're saying is showing this into my group. It's about running, because I'm a runner and I love to. I'm trying to do a full marathon by next year, and so but there's like 38 tips that I give each day. So I jot down 38 things. So I've been doing that in my group, and that's helped a lot. I know that there's runners in the group, and they like that. So
That's a great idea.
But
Hey,
that's just things like even like, Gordon B. Hinckley, he has his Stand a Little Taller, and he has
I have that.
quotes in here. That's always good. And then like 52 things moms need or kids need from a mom, and I love that. So those are the things that I want to share with people and that I love to do. So anyways, those are some things.
It's been tough. I've been in a really stump. I don't know how to explain it, but it's been a tough one for me this last month. I don't know why.
I think you can really get down on yourself for sure. I think there's a negativity hole that can get to us. But I try to get myself out of that funk, and I'm really glad that Katie brought up gratitude, because that's exactly what I need. Yeah. So every day, that's great. I already got my I'm grateful for. Can you see that?
Yeah. Well, and what
I've already got it set up to go. So, but yeah, I think you can get in a really bad area, and I'm trying not to get there. I'm like,
Me too.
okay, I'm feeling down, so maybe I need to just think a little bit more positive about stuff and not worry about it, because I worry about what people think of me. I worry so much, and I think, oh, she doesn't like me now because I'm a Beachbody coach, and she thinks I'm going to sell stuff to her, and
That's exactly how I feel.
And so I feel like, oh, maybe I'm losing friends. Maybe I'm losing good people in my life that I need to really be tiptoe around and be really careful around and not mention stuff. And so that gets to me. But there's a part of me that's like, you know what? If they really knew, and if I was really consistent on like explaining things better of what my plan is and what my goals are, people wouldn't like be that way. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't think that of me, because I think that they want the best for me, and because I don't know, I just don't want people to think bad of me, and I really take that personally. So anyways, I just don't even go there really, and like I don't even mention Beachbody anymore. I just say, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find some kind of a group, like you're saying. I don't want them to be scared for me to talk about fitness so much. So I'm trying to find something that I can help, because I'm in so many avenues. I mean, I do interior decorating, I do crafts, I'm a hairstylist. I've got so many avenues, but I just am trying to find one that will gravitate to me, and I can't find it yet.
Well, what about your yoga?
I still do that too, and I am doing that at school too, and I do, and I love it, and I get good responses from that, but I don't know what to do with it yet. Yeah.
I haven't really intertwined my yoga, but I think that's just a backup to know that I'm in the health and fitness
Me too.
business, and that's just a backup for them to know that you're kind of a professional and you know what you're talking about, and so I think it's just to help with those things, but I don't know. I think it's just the way we think about ourselves, really. I don't think it has to do with anybody else. Yeah, they can think that way about me, but I think it's the more, what do I think about myself? Like Katie was saying, what are you going to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself and say to yourself, are you going to say, I'm a fearful person and I don't want to spread this awesome news to people or this awesome program or help people? No, I want to be more positive than that. I want to be like, no, I am really a good person and I do good things. And so I shouldn't think that way about myself. So I think it's a struggle. Self-talk is amazing. You can self-talk yourself into something. It's amazing when I want to post something. I'm like, if I get really hyped up about something, it comes out so much better rather than, oh, I'm going to post something today. And what am I going to do? And blah, 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 blah. But if I'm like, okay, I'm going to post something awesome today. I don't care what it is. It's just coming from me. Then it helps a ton. So, and it makes
and one thing to really think about is, I always just tell myself, some people aren't in the right mindset yet. Like, I know it took me a long time to get in this mindset. So to me, I just think people are crazy that they don't want a part of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how I'm at. Yeah.
Yeah. But then you look at people, like I have people that have been watching me for 2 years and finally have decided, you know, and Shar on our team, she actually blocked Shelly like 3 times. She unfriended her, blocked her. Like she's like, because I wasn't in the mindset of wanting to see positivity. I wasn't in the mind, like, it's almost like people who are ready are just like, oh my gosh, I love this. I love your positivity. I love what you're doing. But then the people who are super negative and aren't wanting to hear that, and it almost makes them feel like they're not doing the things they should. And so then they get frustrated, but almost every time they come back. So to me, like, I just go out there and I spread what I want to spread. I don't even think twice about what I post. I do not worry one bit about what people think of me, because to me, I'm like, if they are ready, they'll be ready. If they'll not,
gravitate to you.
Yeah, if they're not, they can block me and I really don't care.
Right.
And then one day they'll probably come back, you know, but people who are ready, they're just like, and people who aren't, like, watching you will help them become ready. So just kind of get rid of that worry of what people think of you, because honestly, like, people need this positivity in their life. And the world is so negative that they don't know how to take it when they see your positivity.
Right.
And so you need to spread that. You need to be out there posting about it. And it all comes back to your daily posts and sharing your journey and sharing your life and sharing your family. And because when people can follow you and realize, like, oh my gosh, it's totally changing her life. Look at this positive. Like, I have so many people come to me and like, oh my gosh, you just have like this light about you. Like, I find myself getting on Facebook and coming to see what you posted because nothing else on Facebook is positive, you know? And so you gotta just realize, like, the ones who don't want to hear it, you probably don't want, you know, you want to surround yourself around people who are like me and who need this in their life and who are ready to make a change. And some people never will be. And so, I mean, there are probably great people, but at the same time, you don't really want that in your life either. You know what I mean? I've just come to realize, like, if they don't want me in their life, I probably don't want them in my life. So it's not that they're a bad person or that I'm a bad person. We just don't see eye to eye on things, and that's totally fine. So just believe, like, if you love this and you love what you're doing and it's changed your life, it can change so many people's lives, and we'll find those people who are ready. You know, you just got to keep inviting, keep showing up, keep posting. And the days that I get so frustrated and I'm like, oh, I don't even want to do one more thing, I put my earphones in and I just start playing personal development. Like I have all of these audio books, and I love the energy bus for the days that I'm kind of down because it gets me all pumped back up. And I will seriously just clean my house for hours and listen. Like I walk away from my computer, I walk away from everything, and I just listen to all of that. And then by the time I'm done, I'm like ready to go again. It's all about personal development. And I can always tell, like, if coaches are doing it or not doing enough of it, because it gets they get super down and they stop believing in themselves and they're not sure they can do this. And I'm like, what book are you reading? And they just look at me like, I'm not, you know? And I'm like, I knew you weren't, because if you were, you just keep going and you just keep, you know, you keep believing in yourself and you keep knowing that what you're doing is a great thing. That's what I love about Beachbody. It's like there's so many companies out there, but like really there's none that changes your life like Beachbody. Like working on yourself and working on your fitness and working on your health is like an amazing thing. Like there's all these clothing ones or makeup ones, but it's not life-changing and it's not something that can really make a huge impact on other people's lives. So anyway, that is my 2 cents, is just believe in what you're doing. Believe in the product. Believe in personal development. Believe that the people are out there that need you, and that I was just talking to Shar, and she's like, it's so funny because this time of year when Facebook kind of gets quiet and everybody's just busy, you start wondering like, oh my gosh, where did everybody go? And she's like, and then I went to Disneyland, and 90% of the people walking around Disneyland need our help. You know, she's like, everybody's overweight and everybody needs this. And so you just gotta keep going.
Oh, I love you, Katie. Oh,
So
you made my day.
Don't get frustrated. Like just if you are feeling down, message me and say, what book should I read or something.
Okay.
Like if you're struggling with and you're like, I feel like I'm doing a lot of personal development, it might not be the right kind of personal development. Like,
right.
Because sometimes I'll be like, I'm reading every day, but it's like a business personal development where I need more uplifting personal development, you know? So I'll have to switch it up. And so play around with different personal development, because at different points in your life, you need something different. It's not always the same thing. So
perfect. Perfectly said.
So that post that you did yesterday, it was that gal, I can't remember her name.
Who are you talking to, Jenna?
The karaoke, both of you.
Oh,
that karaoke, Kelly Pickler, I think is her name. You posted that yesterday. Did you guys read that? Did you read that?
I didn't.
I didn't.
So there was one thing that she said, and I wrote it down. It was something, sometimes it's better to just let go of the negative people that are weighing you down in life and focus on you and be the best you can be. So I have been like,
I love that.
That's what I needed. That's exactly what I needed. And I can't find you. Below you. Okay. So yeah, that's what I've been focusing on. And I just need to keep reminding myself of my affirmation goals and say those to me every single day. So that's helped a lot, just to say those every single day.
Well, and one thing that's kind of funny, but so my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law got really funny with me when I started being a Beachbody coach, because they're kind of like more quiet, and like when I started posting my workouts and posting my before and afters, like it freaked them out. And it got to the point like they wouldn't even talk to me in person, like because they hated what I was doing. And so I was talking to my husband, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, because I love what I'm doing and I know I'm making a difference, but I don't want, like, I worry every day with when I post that they're seeing what I post, you know? So he's like, block them. So I blocked my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law, And at first it was a little bit weird. Like they wouldn't talk to me for like a couple weeks. But now we're like, they've come back to normal, and it's because they're not seeing my posts every day. And I think it was good for them and me, because they didn't like what I was doing. And now I don't have to think twice about what I post, because I'm like, my parents are totally fine with what I do, and my family are totally supportive. But then I had his mom like really weird. And so sometimes it's even the people in your life that you love so much that just don't agree with, like, don't love what you're doing. Or like you go get a job and they don't believe in network marketing and all of that kind of stuff. So I blocked them, and I still love them, and they still love me. But it's like, you know, that's a perfect example of like doing you, going after your goals, being the best you can be. And if other people are kind of holding you back from that, it's not worth the worry, you know. Just like remove them from having to see it if they don't love it. And I even told them, I'm like, I love you guys, but I know you hated my posts, so I'm protecting you as much as I'm protecting myself, because I have huge goals, and I'm not going to hold back trying to help people because you guys don't like what I'm doing. So sometimes even like the best people in your lives, you have to just kind of move them out of your way so you can actually get to where you want to be. So
perfect. Thank you. Well said.
So anyway,
That's good.
thank you for hopping on, and I will put the recording, and if you guys need anything, let me know.
Okay.
And
thank you.
Thank you very much, Katie.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
You're wonderful. See ya.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.